You've probably heard everyone talk about omega-3s, but here's the truth. If you really want to feel stronger, look younger, and wake up full of energy, there's one vitamin that quietly outperforms the hype. It's not a supplement trend or an expensive pill. It's a simple nutrient your body already knows how to use. And when you get enough of it, something amazing happens. Your muscles recover faster, your joints ache less, and your body starts to rebuild overnight. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin, but for older adults, it's much more than that. It's one of the most important nutrients for preserving strength, mobility, and overall vitality as we age. While many people associate vitamin D with bone health, its role in muscle growth and repair is just as powerful. This vitamin works at a cellular level, helping the body absorb calcium, regulate hormones, and activate genes responsible for muscle protein synthesis. In simple terms, that means vitamin D helps your body build and maintain lean muscle tissue, the very foundation of staying strong, steady, and independent in later years. As we get older, our bodies naturally begin to lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. It's one of the key reasons older adults feel weaker, slower, or more prone to fatigue and injury. The muscles simply don't repair and rebuild as efficiently as they once did. Vitamin D acts like a spark plug in this process. It helps muscle fibers respond to exercise, supports protein turnover, and even enhances the function of mitochondria, the tiny power plants in our cells that generate energy. Studies show that individuals with adequate vitamin D levels tend to have better balance, faster walking speeds, and stronger grips compared to those who are deficient. One of the biggest challenges is that vitamin D deficiency is incredibly common among older adults. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. Spending more time indoors, using sunscreen, or living in cooler climates only adds to the problem. Low vitamin D levels can quietly drain your energy, make your muscles feel heavy, and increase the risk of falls or fractures. The good news is that restoring those levels is simple and life-changing. Just a little more sunlight, smarter food choices, and, if needed, a small supplement can reignite your body's strength-building potential. Sunlight is the body's natural source of vitamin D. When the sun's rays touch the skin, they trigger the production of this vital nutrient. Just 10 to 20 minutes of early morning sun exposure on the arms and face a few times a week can make a big difference. For those who can't get enough sunlight, diet becomes crucial. Foods rich in vitamin D include fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, egg yolks, fortified dairy products, and mushrooms exposed to sunlight. These foods help maintain steady vitamin D levels while supporting other vital nutrients like calcium and protein, both essential for muscle growth and repair. But vitamin D doesn't work alone. It interacts with other nutrients and lifestyle factors to maximize its benefits. Adequate protein intake, regular movement, and hydration all complement its muscle-building effects. When you move your body, even with simple stretches, short walks, or light resistance exercises, you signal your muscles to grow. Vitamin D then steps in to make that process more efficient, allowing your body to use protein more effectively and recover faster from daily activity. It's a partnership between movement and nutrition, one that keeps the body resilient. Beyond muscle function, vitamin D also plays a key role in energy regulation and mood. Low levels are linked to fatigue, depression, and slower recovery. Many older adults notice they feel more energized, more mentally alert, and even sleep better once their vitamin D levels are restored. That's because this vitamin influences not only muscle cells but also the brain and immune system. A strong body starts with a healthy mind, and vitamin D supports both. The most important takeaway is that you don't need drastic changes to feel the difference. You don't have to spend hours in the gym or follow complicated diets. Focusing on maintaining good vitamin D levels is a small, powerful step toward rebuilding strength naturally. It's about giving your body what it already knows how to use: the nutrients, light, and movement it was designed for. Once that balance is restored, your body begins to repair, rebuild, and rejuvenate almost effortlessly, making every day feel lighter, stronger, and more alive. Sunlight and diet are the two most natural and reliable ways to boost vitamin D levels, and they work together to create a foundation of strength, energy, and vitality for older adults. The beauty of this approach is that it doesn't require expensive supplements or complicated routines. It simply calls for consistency and awareness of how your body interacts with nature and nutrition. Sunlight is the most direct source of vitamin D, and when it touches your skin, it triggers a chemical reaction that allows your body to produce the vitamin on its own. This process is simple yet incredibly powerful because it transforms something as natural as sunlight into one of the most essential nutrients for health, muscle strength, and energy regulation. For older adults, getting enough sunlight becomes even more important because the skin's ability to synthesize vitamin D decreases with age. A person in their 60 seconds or 70 seconds may produce only a fraction of what they did in their 20 seconds, even under the same sunlight exposure. That's why regular, intentional time outdoors can make such a difference. Just 10 to 20 minutes of early morning or late afternoon sunlight a few times a week can help maintain healthy vitamin D levels. It's important to choose the right time of day. Early morning sun is gentler and safer, especially for sensitive skin. Rolling up your sleeves, sitting by a sunny window, or taking a short walk outdoors are simple ways to let your body absorb the natural light it needs. For those who live in regions with limited sunlight or spend most of their time indoors, diet becomes the key player. Certain foods are naturally rich in vitamin D, while others are fortified to help fill the gap. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are among the best natural sources, providing a healthy dose of vitamin D along with beneficial omega-3 fatty acids. Eggs, especially the yolks, are another great source, and so are fortified dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese. Even some plant-based milks, such as almond or soy milk, are now fortified with vitamin D, making them excellent options for those who avoid animal products. Mushrooms, especially those exposed to sunlight, are one of the few plant-based sources of vitamin D and can easily be added to soups, stir-fries, or salads. Balancing these foods with other nutrients enhances the body's ability to absorb and use vitamin D effectively. Calcium, magnesium, and healthy fats all play supporting roles in the process. For instance, eating salmon with a side of leafy greens provides both vitamin D and calcium, strengthening bones and muscles at the same time. Adding olive oil or avocado to a meal containing vitamin D-rich foods can help with absorption since the vitamin is fat-soluble. Staying hydrated also supports the body's natural processes, making it easier to metabolize nutrients and maintain energy levels throughout the day. Consistency is what truly matters. A few days of sunlight or a couple of vitamin D-rich meals can help, but long-term balance is what brings lasting results. When vitamin D levels are stable, the body functions more smoothly, muscles repair more efficiently, the immune system strengthens, and energy becomes more consistent. It's not about sudden changes, but about gentle, sustainable habits that support well-being over time. There's also an emotional benefit to sunlight exposure that shouldn't be overlooked. Being outdoors and feeling the warmth of the sun has been shown to improve mood, reduce stress, and promote better sleep. For older adults, this simple connection with nature can boost motivation to move more, socialize, and stay active, all of which further enhance health. The rhythm of sunlight, nutrition, and movement creates a natural cycle of rejuvenation that supports both physical and mental wellness. For those unable to get regular sunlight or adequate vitamin D from food alone, a simple supplement can help bridge the gap, but it should always be taken under medical guidance. The key idea is not to rely solely on supplements but to build a natural relationship with your environment and your food. By nourishing your body through sunlight and a thoughtful diet, you create the conditions for steady energy, stronger muscles, and greater vitality at any age. Consistent movement is one of the most effective ways for older adults to maintain strength, balance, and energy without overexerting the body. It's not about lifting heavy weights or following complex fitness routines. It's about building habits that keep the body active, flexible, and resilient every single day. As we age, our muscles naturally lose mass and tone, and our joints may become stiffer due to decreased mobility. The body begins to slow down when movement becomes less frequent, but the good news is that it doesn't take much to reverse that process. Even gentle, regular activity signals the muscles, bones, and brain that they still have a purpose, and the body responds with renewed strength and vitality. The key is consistency. Doing small movements every day is far more effective than doing intense workouts once in a while. A simple morning stretch, a few minutes of walking after meals, or light household chores all count as meaningful movement. These activities help maintain blood flow, improve balance, and strengthen the muscles that support posture and stability. Walking is one of the best exercises because it's natural, accessible, and easy on the joints. A 10 to 20-minute walk around the neighborhood or even inside the house helps keep circulation strong and supports heart health. Over time, this steady movement builds endurance, tones muscles, and keeps energy levels high. Strength-based movements are equally important, but they don't have to be intense. Simple exercises like standing calf raises, wall push-ups, seated leg lifts, or gentle squats can make a remarkable difference. These small, repetitive motions help maintain muscle mass and bone density, two critical components of long-term health. The idea is to engage the muscles regularly without causing strain or fatigue. Even lifting light household items like water bottles or grocery bags can act as a form of resistance training. What matters most is that the muscles are reminded daily that they are still needed and still capable of growth. Stretching is another essential component of light movement. As the body ages, flexibility tends to decline, which can make everyday tasks, like reaching, bending, or turning, more difficult. Gentle stretching, particularly after waking up or before bedtime, helps loosen tight muscles and joints. It also improves coordination and reduces the risk of falls, which is one of the most common health concerns for older adults. A few minutes of stretching each day can keep the body limber and responsive, making movement smoother and less painful. Yoga and Tai Chi are excellent examples of gentle practices that enhance balance, flexibility, and inner calm, all while improving muscle control and posture. Movement also plays a powerful role in mental and emotional health. Physical activity releases endorphins, the body's natural mood boosters, which help reduce stress, anxiety, and feelings of fatigue. It encourages deeper breathing, increases oxygen flow to the brain, and improves focus and alertness. Many older adults who start incorporating light daily exercise notice that they sleep better, think more clearly, and feel more optimistic. It becomes a positive cycle. Movement generates energy, and energy motivates more movement. Consistency in movement also supports independence. Staying physically active helps preserve the ability to perform everyday activities without assistance, from climbing stairs to carrying groceries. Each small action builds confidence in one's own body. Instead of seeing exercise as a chore, it can be reframed as a gift, a way of saying thank you to the body for all it continues to do. Another benefit of consistent movement is improved circulation, which supports nutrient delivery and waste removal in the body's tissues. When you move regularly, your cells receive more oxygen and nutrients, allowing them to function more efficiently. This improved circulation helps maintain healthy skin, boosts the immune system, and accelerates recovery from fatigue or minor aches. Light exercise also protects joint health. When joints are used regularly, the synovial fluid that lubricates them circulates more freely, preventing stiffness and discomfort. Regular movement keeps the spine flexible, maintains good posture, and reduces the risk of back pain. It helps the body stay aligned, making every movement smoother and more natural. The most encouraging part is that these benefits don't require a gym membership or special equipment. They come from simple, everyday actions: standing up a little more often, taking the stairs when possible, stretching during TV commercials, or dancing lightly to your favorite music. Each small movement adds up, creating momentum that transforms how the body feels and performs. With steady, gentle effort, anyone can regain vitality, improve balance, and maintain a sense of youthfulness that radiates from within. Nutritious, colorful meals are the cornerstone of long-term wellness, especially for older adults who want to stay strong, energetic, and youthful. Food is much more than a source of calories. It's information for the body, sending signals that affect energy, mood, and even the way muscles grow and repair. Every bite you take has the potential to either fuel your vitality or drain it, and by choosing foods rich in nutrients and natural color, you give your body what it needs to thrive. A balanced, colorful plate is a reflection of good health, because the pigments that give fruits and vegetables their vibrant hues are often the very compounds that fight aging, inflammation, and disease. Each color on your plate represents a unique group of nutrients. Reds, like tomatoes and strawberries, are rich in antioxidants such as lycopene and vitamin C, which protect the heart and support immune function. Orange and yellow foods like carrots, sweet potatoes, and mangoes are loaded with beta-carotene and vitamin A, which strengthen the eyes and boost skin health. Green vegetables like spinach, kale, and broccoli are packed with magnesium, calcium, and chlorophyll that help muscles, bones, and cells perform optimally. Blue and purple foods like blueberries, blackberries, and eggplant contain anthocyanins that improve memory and fight oxidative stress, keeping the brain sharp and youthful. Even white foods like garlic, onions, and cauliflower contribute compounds that boost immunity and promote detoxification. When your meals are naturally colorful, you're not just making them visually appealing, you're giving your body a full spectrum of essential nutrients. Protein plays a vital role in maintaining strength and preventing muscle loss, which is common as we age. Many older adults unknowingly eat too little protein, leading to fatigue and weaker muscles. Including lean sources such as chicken, fish, eggs, tofu, beans, and lentils in every meal helps the body repair tissues and maintain muscle mass. Pairing protein with complex carbohydrates, such as whole grains, oats, or quinoa, provides steady energy throughout the day without the spikes and crashes caused by refined sugar. Healthy fats from avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil support brain function and help absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Together, these nutrients form a balanced foundation for sustainable energy and well-being. Hydration is equally important and often overlooked. As we age, the sense of thirst tends to decrease, leading to mild dehydration that can cause fatigue, dizziness, and muscle cramps. Drinking water regularly throughout the day keeps every system functioning smoothly, from digestion to circulation to temperature regulation. Herbal teas, soups, and water-rich foods like cucumbers, melons, and oranges are also great ways to stay hydrated. When the body is well hydrated, the skin looks fresher, the joints move more comfortably, and digestion works more efficiently. Equally important is the way food is eaten. Slowing down during meals, chewing thoroughly, and savoring each bite helps with digestion and nutrient absorption. Eating mindfully also allows the body to recognize when it's full, preventing overeating and supporting a healthy metabolism. Sharing meals with friends or family adds emotional nourishment, turning food into a source of joy and connection rather than just sustenance. Avoiding overly processed foods, excess sugar, and artificial ingredients makes a huge difference. These items can cause inflammation, drain energy, and accelerate aging at the cellular level. Replacing packaged snacks and sugary drinks with fresh fruits, nuts, or homemade smoothies can make the body feel lighter and more energized. Small changes, like swapping white bread for whole grain or frying for baking, add up over time and can completely transform health from the inside out. A diet filled with natural, nutrient-dense foods doesn't just prevent disease, it supports longevity and vitality. The body becomes more efficient, the mind stays clearer, and energy levels remain stable throughout the day. When older adults embrace colorful, balanced meals, they often find that their mood improves, their sleep deepens, and their recovery after physical activity speeds up. Food becomes not only fuel, but medicine, something that heals, restores, and energizes with every meal. With the right nutrition, aging doesn't feel like decline, it feels like evolution, where the body continues to renew itself with every bite of real, wholesome food. A positive mindset is one of the most powerful tools for maintaining energy, strength, and vitality at any age. The way we think directly influences the way our body feels and functions. When older adults replace thoughts like, "I'm too old" with, "I'm getting stronger every day," something profound happens inside the body. The brain begins to release chemicals that promote motivation, healing, and resilience. It's not just about wishful thinking. It's about using the power of belief and attitude to support physical and emotional health. Research has shown that optimism can improve immune function, reduce stress hormones, and even speed up recovery from illness or fatigue. Every positive thought acts as a message to the body, telling it to keep going, to keep growing, and to keep thriving. As the years go by, it's easy to focus on what's changing, slower metabolism, aching joints, or memory lapses. But those are only small parts of the bigger picture. The truth is that the body is always capable of renewal. Cells regenerate, muscles adapt, and the mind continues to learn. When you believe that improvement is still possible, your actions start to align with that belief. You start moving more, eating better, and caring for yourself with more intention. A positive mindset doesn't ignore reality, it chooses to focus on what can be done instead of what can't. It's about celebrating progress instead of perfection and seeing each day as another chance to grow stronger and more balanced. Gratitude plays a huge role in building this mindset. Taking a moment each morning to appreciate the simple things: the warmth of sunlight, the taste of breakfast, the ability to move and breathe, shifts the focus from what's missing to what's present. Gratitude creates emotional calm and strengthens mental resilience, helping to reduce anxiety and stress. When you start your day with appreciation, your body relaxes, your breathing deepens, and your thoughts become clearer. This relaxed, positive state of mind makes it easier to make healthy choices and engage in self-care without feeling forced or pressured. Aging with positivity also involves self-compassion. Too often, people are harsh on themselves for not being as active or strong as they once were. But self-criticism only adds stress and tension to the body. Self-compassion means understanding that health is a journey, not a race, and that every small effort matters. Whether it's taking a short walk, eating a balanced meal, or stretching for a few minutes, these acts of care build up over time. When you approach them with kindness and patience, they become more enjoyable and sustainable. A kind mind supports a strong body because it removes the mental barriers that often prevent progress. Surrounding yourself with positive people also reinforces this mindset. Energy is contagious, and being around friends or family members who encourage healthy habits and share laughter can lift the spirit. Social connection reduces loneliness and strengthens emotional health, which in turn supports the immune system and heart health. Simple interactions, a conversation, a smile, or a shared meal, can provide motivation and comfort, reminding you that wellness is not just about the body, but also about belonging and connection. Visualization is another powerful tool for cultivating positivity. Taking a few minutes each day to imagine yourself moving freely, feeling energetic, or enjoying activities you love sends a message to the brain that these outcomes are possible. The mind begins to prepare the body for those experiences, improving motivation and confidence. Over time, this mental rehearsal becomes a self-fulfilling habit, helping you live in alignment with your healthiest, happiest self. A positive mindset also transforms how you respond to challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as signs of decline, they become opportunities to grow stronger and more adaptable. When a setback occurs, an injury, a bad day, or a moment of fatigue, you can remind yourself that progress is rarely linear. Every challenge teaches patience and resilience. This way of thinking not only protects mental well-being but also helps the body recover faster because it stays out of the stress state that slows down healing. The link between thought and biology is powerful. A calm, confident, and hopeful mind helps regulate blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and balance hormones. It supports better sleep, steadier energy, and sharper focus. Positivity nourishes the body just as much as good food or exercise. When you believe that your best years are still ahead, your body starts to believe it too. The result is not just physical strength, but a deep sense of peace and vitality that radiates from within, proving that youthfulness isn't defined by age but by the energy you carry in your heart and mind.